And, Coach, we are down on the Bayou as you get a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome here in New Orleans. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Two. 12. Let him.
On first down, Breeze. They got his man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Ready. Yellow lady.
And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
11. Ready. You waiting? 21. 12. Hey, two. Waiting. What's that?
Breeze now on 1st down. And it's hauled in by Ben Watson. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another 1st down.
Well, I don't mean to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels a bit.
It seems like they had something targeted there, doesn't it? It's like, okay, we've got a matchup we like coming right out of the gate. Let's go ahead and get right to it.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Off the play fake to Kamara. It's Breeze. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive.
Shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Third and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Breeze now. And the pressure gets to him again. Stephon Tuitt, the former Notre Dame man. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down. And Lutz puts this one through. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They go play action with Roethlisberger. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. A.J. Klein coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now Roethlisberger. Over the middle here to Brown. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, Got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
First carry for James Conner. And he will handle first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Flushed out right. He's going deep for Brown. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be down. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on 1st down. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Antonio Brown, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Steelers are able to strike for 6.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
Fielded about a yard deep. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The football going back over to the New Orleans Saints and a team this year, Charles, that really took off after that Week 1 loss. For me, it all came together Week 9. You think back to that game when they beat the Rams, knocked off their undefeated streak to start the regular season. So now, are the Saints really Super Bowl winning contenders? I mean, do you put them in that category?
Oh, I certainly do, and I think people were wondering how they would respond this season after what happened to end last season, the Minneapolis Miracle, where they ended up giving up the touchdown pass in the last play of the game in the playoffs. And when it started losing at home to Tampa Bay, many wondered if their psyche had really been affected. But they've regrouped since then. The defense is really playing well. And then there's always Drew Brees to Mike Thomas. And that has worked very well for them.
Well, since you mentioned Michael Thomas and we talked about that win over the Rams, never forget going to get the flip phone, Mr. Michael Thomas, channeling his inner Joe Horn from back in the day. Brees hands to Ingram. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Good, good, good. 5-4, ready. Under. Ready. We're waiting. 11. 11, 11, 11. 11, 11, 11. Over.
From midfield, here's Breeze. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Under. Ready. You ready? 11, 11, 11. 11.
Throwing on first down is Breeze. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll be a second down.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on you heave one deep and you catch him close to the spot.
21, 21, 21.
Now Breeze throwing on second down. And Watson has it right side. And stepped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run here with Ingram. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Mark Ingram, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Saints are able to cash in for 6. Will Lutz on for the point after. Lutz with the extra point. And the lead is now 10-7. Lutz now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Charles, the Pittsburgh Steelers, they have now won 4 in a row. 23-16 division win last week over Baltimore. And all of a sudden, they're really rolling, aren't they?
They certainly are. They look like the Steelers we expected to see at the beginning of the season. 4 straight now. Winning 23-16 over Baltimore. Roethlisberger, 270 yards, 2 touchdowns. 7 different receivers with at least 2 receptions, so spreading it around really well. Even took the blow where people thought he might be hurt. Luckily, just had the wind knocked out of him, so he is playing really well. But how about their defense?
Playing with a lot more confidence. Since Week 5, the defense hasn't allowed more than 21 points in the game.
Yeah, and they look more like Blitzburg again, getting after people. And last but not least, Joe Flacco, the Baltimore quarterback, after beating Pittsburgh in Game 1 this year, said, hey, we could have put up big numbers in this ball game. Pittsburgh didn't forget. It's not bulletin board material. Anymore. It's laptop material, and that defense came after him.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. On second down, here's Roethlisberger. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It's a loss of 4. Now third down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now third and long. Now Ben on third and long. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A good pickup there of 22. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
They go play action here on first down. He's going deep for Brown. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Second and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ken Crawley. Well, Charles, the trade deadline obviously is now passed. So you look back at the number of guys that went different places. Which trade caught your eye the most?
Well, there are a few of them, and they all had one thing in common as far as I could tell. They're all made with the idea of that team winning big this year. Ha-Ha Clinton-Dix from Green Bay to Washington. Washington in first place at the time when they make the trade. They're thinking about winning their division and advancing in the playoffs, getting more help in the secondary. How about Golden Tate going from Detroit to Philadelphia? The Eagles trying to defend their Super Bowl championship, adding a receiver for Carson Wentz. Eli Apple from the Giants to New Orleans. They're thinking about not just defending the NFC South, but maybe having to play the LA Rams again in the playoffs with another corner. And Amari Cooper going from Oakland to Dallas, because Dallas believes if they have a threat out wide, it'll open things up for Ezekiel Elliott and get the Cowboys back on the beam.
Yeah, some decent names, some big trades. By the way, my favorite name in the league, Ha-Ha Clinton-Dix.
No question about it. Orlando's own.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And now Won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Bree's going to come up here, 1st and 10, and he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game.
Ready. Ready. 21.
To throw is Breeze. And this is caught at the 8. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Ready. Yellow lady. Watch 98. Watch 11.
Shotgun now for Breeze. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And I do believe this is going to wind up a safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play? Wow, what a disaster. You talk about a guy making a good play on the interception and then just trying to be too cute on the return.
It almost felt like his own gyroscope really got out of whack, didn't it? Going backwards into your own end zone after such a great play. Totally disoriented and gave up 2 points for his team.
After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick. Oh, he's got a little daylight. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Play action. Now Roethlisberger. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Well, with that incompletion, Charles, I want to revisit our preseason Super Bowl picks.
Must we?
Well, we're getting closer and closer toward the playoffs.
So we have to revisit
Who
them?
did you have? You had the Falcons.
I had Atlanta.
But you couldn't predict all those injuries the Falcons had.
Couldn't predict all the injuries, and heading into their open week, they had won 2 in a row. And then beat Washington after the open week. So all is not lost, but still enough guys are out that maybe it's not the best prediction. But I did have Pittsburgh, I believe, on the AFC side, and they are really starting.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Manti Te'o. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
You're good. Watch full. Ready. Ready for touch.
They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
I remember playing, and from a safety's perspective, when you saw a toss play, and trying to see guys get to the edge and get outside, that was always a tough moment because where do you go to pick up the ball carrier? If they seal the edge and seal the perimeter, they're going to bounce that outside. It's a lot longer run, and you've got to make sure your angle is right because once they get to the edge, they're going to pick up good yardage. Your job now is to make sure they don't go all the way for a touchdown. You have to become an excellent tackler against a lot of bodies out leading a runner. And on this play, the defenders were finally able to rally to the ball after a big pickup of yardage and herd him out of bounds.
High 4. 14. Ready. You ready?
On second down, here's Breeze. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass. In
their mind, certainly a field goal try would be a letdown. They had the great starting field position, now facing third down. Throwing now is Breeze. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Cameron Hayward. He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up fourth down. And Lutz's kick is good. And that now makes this a 15-7 game. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. All things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. Happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this... Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. He was looking for his big tight end there, Jesse James. And it's 3rd down. He has still not connected on a single pass in this second half.
And right now they're going through all the different reasons, the whys, the wherefores. Bottom line, got to find some completions in there and get their offense moving.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And incomplete here on 3rd down.
Sometimes we wonder about play calls, but this one made perfect sense to me. He's got the only touchdown that they've scored in this game. Tried to get it to him again on another deep ball.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll indeed go for it with Roethlisberger. And this is incomplete. The linebacker, Demario Davis, got a hand in to break that one up.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late-game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way.
Get set, get set. We're good, we're good. White 4, ready.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Stephon Tuitt came out at Notre Dame as another one of those really tall defensive ends, and you just wonder, would they be able to have the leverage to bend and make plays? I think he just gave us an answer with that tackle.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a second and 11.
White 4, ready. Ready. We're waiting. Stay back. 11. Monday.
Breeze to throw on second down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. T.J. Watt in there to get him for a loss of 5. Third and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here.
13. Ready. Waiting. 12.
Now Breeze. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one, as it's good from 56 yards out. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some space here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They go play action now. Roethlisberger. And that's complete to Jesse James. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Roethlisberger now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4.
Here we go. Davey! Black 20. Double Focus, focus. Snickers, you gotta spin.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. And it's incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe he didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Quarter. Set. Black 20. Got four down. All right, son. Hey. Let's go.
Off the play fake. Here's Roethlisberger. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. To throw again is Roethlisberger. He's going deep for Brown. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Snickers, 66. Double.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going deep for Brown. That's going to be caught. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They come out here in the eye. They'll try and run it in with Bell. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through. Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the fourth quarter, plays like that. Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't it?
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half. You're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
Man, not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
So can this New Orleans defense stand tall again? 3rd and goal. They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Vance McDonald, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers have now made this a 1-score game. So a big play now as the Steelers will go for 2. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you're trying to throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Saints coming out now to take the field. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal? End the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
It's big Vince Williams who made the tackle. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down.
Ready. Ready. 21.
Here's Breeze. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. A big play. Breeze finding Thomas. And even 60 yards. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a pitch out to Kamara. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
13. Ready.
Breeze is looking to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Cameron Hayward in there to record another sack. Their 6th of the afternoon. Third and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here.
21. Ready. 90. 1 day.
Breeze to throw. And it's caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Dez Bryant, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints add on to their lead. Get to the football. It's blocked. Lutz now to kick this one away. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They start with a give to counter. They find some open field here. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Whirl! 180!
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Here's Roethlisberger. On the left side, it's McDonald. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Here we go. Let's go. 8, 8, 8, 8.
Now a play fake here on first down. On the crossing route, complete. That's James. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Ben to throw again. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Try and get it all back with one big shot right there, but even if successful, that doesn't get them all the way back to where they need to be. Can't totally abandon throwing the ball underneath as well.
And the Steelers on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Again, it's Roethlisberger. He gets it to Brown, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game.
Here we go.
One last shot for Roethlisberger. This is caught, and he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. And, Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal: win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the play.